This is what his refractive correction was. So we gave him a reading stand, a 2x dome magnifier, because he's able to maintain a better working distance, dark gray fit over filters, bold line notebooks, and reading stand. Gave him new distance vision glasses, photo grid, a dome magnifier, peak cap, a reading stand. And that was what will bring him back into school, and he was admitted into school. So I happened to see him, I think about couple of months ago, and he was in a school for the blind. He didn't want, so he has gone to a school for the blind, though his visual acuity deteriorated from what it was because of the congenital glaucoma, and he spoke fantastic English when I saw him just about a couple of months ago. I think he was in grade. I think he has just finished high school and he was about to join college. So this is a 20-year-old with pursuing undergraduation, retinitis pigmentosa, Leber's congenital amaurosis. He was visually impaired since birth. So he came because he had difficulty with orientation mobility. And we had earlier prescribed some 17 diopter spectacle magnifier for reading college books, which he was using. He needed some additional light while reading. And look at his acuity in the right eye was just light perception, left eye was 6/90, and he was able to read N8 with his spectacle magnifier. Now, the moment we showed him the CCTV, he was able to read much easier rather than with that spectacle magnifier. And so he was already using JAWS or this mobile apps that were there for speaking in, or a document reader. And so over years, his visual acuity, obviously his visual acuity has deteriorated, and so then he doesn't prefer to use any optical devices. He was demonstrated use of Notex or a currency identifier. He underwent training in orientation mobility, and we told him about the peer support sessions that we keep conducting for vision impaired, which he can join. So again, saw him a couple of years ago. He is now 46. Vision is light perception in both eyes. He is gainfully employed in a bank. He's using technology like JAWS, document reader, mobile apps. So this brings me to the conclusion of the cases. I have a video, so if you, Adure, can I play that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let me just see if I can play it. Were you able to hear the sound?
No. But we didn't see the video. We heard it, but we didn't see it. Okay? But it's okay, ma'am.
Hang on.
Yes, we are thinking, could you send it to me? Then we'll play, during the break we have, we'll play the video, but we heard the audio.
Just a minute. No, just a minute. Let's.
Because of the time, you could send it to me. I'll still play it during the class. It's still the same. No, we're only hearing the audio. Can you minimize the screen?
Now can you see?
No, can you minimize the screen?
Oh, you can't. Oh, hang on.
See fine print, like you see the banners on the road, it looks as magnified as that, and I can keep my posture straight and still read comfortably, and I have been studying for my exams using this. Apart from these two equipments, I also use the portable table magnifier, with the help of which I can fill forms which have fine text boxes. Taking readings during my practical sessions, I used this magnifier for taking the readings, pipettes and scales and those readings. I have done BSc in Math, Statistics and Computer Science. I applied for placement interviews for many companies including Dell
gave us a brief rundown on managing visual impairment in children, and then she went on to show us a few case examples, and now gave us a live testimony about a patient living with albinism and how she came from a young child. You saw she's a graduate in maths and statistics with that disability, and she was able to overcome it. So if there are any questions we have, because these are patients we are going to be meeting in the near future, if there are questions you want to ask her, please let's ask. Okay.
You know, this girl, she's married now. So I think just about a couple of months ago, she called me and she said she's married and in just about 800 kilometers from here. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, ma'am. Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. And but I want to ask this question. Why one of your slides you said that we don't perform visual vision testing on children using their chronological age, but functional developmental age. Please, can you explain more on that? Thank you. By way of introduction, I'm Dr. Nneka Opara, an optometrist with Federal Medical Center, Kefi, Nasarawa State. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. So what I gave an example also at that time. So chronological age, so let's say this is a 10-year-old child, okay? Now because of exposure or because of vision impairment or because from the rural area, it's very possible that the child's the understanding level may not be of a 10-year-old. It may be of a 5-year-old or a 16-year-old, right? So now you cannot expect that child to be able to respond to you, to the charts that you will use for a child, school age child. A 10-year-old should be somewhere in 5th standard. But then this child may not have entered school itself for various reasons. Now if you use the same chart that you would use for that child who is in 5th grade, and for this child it will not make sense. So it's important to work at the developmental age of the child rather than at the chronological age. So not go by the date of birth, but go by the level of understanding of the child. So you got to work from there, because you just need a rough estimate of what the child is seeing. You want just a rough estimate to be able to work from there. Those numbers are not important. The parents are not asking you if it is 6/36 or 6/24. All they are asking is, can their child see? What can their child see? So they want in qualitative terms. They are not asking for numbers. So this is what I meant.
Thank you.
Is that clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, it's clear.
Was that helpful?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, we have another question.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Dr. Francis from Nigeria. So I have a few questions. One was when you mentioned testing functional vision in children, like when you use an example of the